Have a fun-filled musical adventure in the Eternal City, starring Andy Williams and the kids from Gimme a Break, The Facts of Life, and Family Ties. We're talking Andy Williams and the NBC Kids Easter in Rome. Hit it! It was 1987. The Monster Squad fought Dracula. Bruce Willis released the Return of Bruno album. And Andy Williams kidnapped some kids and took them out of the country to sing and eat food. I'm your host, Jerry D, with another episode of Totally Rad Christmas, the podcast that talks all things Christmas in the 80s. Toys, movies, specials, music, and fads. If it was gnarly during Christmas in the 80s, we got it covered. Now, joining me are two Totally Rad Christmas All-Stars and multiple Ratty winners. My first guest, you'll know from Advent Calendar House. It's Mike Westfall. Mike, how's it going?
Well, to be honest, Jerry, I'm still kind of annoyed about the last time we went somewhere with Andy Williams. Taking us all the way to Finland, and then we don't even get to see Santa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for real. Like, what kind of a... Come on, man. That's the draw. That's
Rude.
The draw. And that laugh you heard was from my next guest. It's Tim Babb from Can't Wait for Christmas. Tim, what's happening?
I tell you what, I owned a copy of Bruce Willis's Return of Bruno, and it got stolen, so I bought it again.
Nice.
It's so funny because I remember my parents would go through like phases of listening to music, and one of them was oldies. So when I heard Under the Boardwalk, for the first time, I thought Bruce Willis had done it first.
I was just going to say, that was the first time I heard, that was the exact song I was going to pick too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like,
that's the song. That's the one.
Like, wait a minute. That's not right. Oh, man. Guys, it's great to see you. I can't wait to talk about this maniac stealing kids again. It's it's so much fun. I've had a blast talking with both of you about him. Before we do, just like Carol Kane did to Bill Murray and Scrooge, I want you to hit me with the toaster. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to hit me with the first thing that comes to your mind, okay? You don't have to think too hard about it. So let's say that, all these NBC kids are all grown up now, right? So which one of these grown-up NBC kids is most likely to take a group of famous kids on an adventure?
Oh, one of the Lawrence brothers.
Yeah.
That's probably...
Yeah. I can't decide which one, though.
Probably Joey, I think. Didn't he have that show with Melissa Joan?
Yeah, Melissa and Joey.
Yeah, I could see it. All right. Okay, let's say Andy Williams has taken another trip across the world. Okay, let's say he's still alive. Would you rather he take the Goonies with him or the Monster Squad?
He's got to complete the trilogy and do a Halloween special, so take the Monster Squad.
Oh, all right.
That's a great answer. I was going to say the Goonies just because I like that movie better, but
so do
much
I.
better answer. I wish I had answered first, so your better answer could have been second.
Well, I'll take both of them. I like them both. I think either way it would be a lot of fun, and I think Andy Williams would kind of be a little scandalized, right?
I worry that you're giving somebody with a computer and access to AI an idea.
Let's do it. I'd watch the heck out of it. All right. And finally, where else in the world besides, Finland and Rome should Andy Williams take the NBC kids?
Is Transylvania a real place?
Yes, it is.
It sure is.
Just showing my ignorance of the world. But like going off of Mike's idea about it being a Halloween special, that's where they should go.
There we go.
That's totally where they... Or the other one would be like Egypt, the pyramids, right?
Ooh. Yeah. Well, no, you take the Goonies there.
Oh, okay. And they can search for some sort of lost... Yeah, I like that.
Or Paris, if you do a Valentine's Day special.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You should not do a Valentine's Day episode with Andy Williams and any children.
That's exactly...
At least it might stay on theme more than, spoiler alert, today's special.
Oh, man. Yeah, this was crazy. So we're here tonight to talk about this Andy Williams special, Easter in Rome, where he takes the NBC kids here.
Experience the fun Roman style, from the beautiful landmarks to the Pope's special holiday blessing when Andy Williams and the NBC Kids celebrate Easter in Rome tonight.
I'd never seen it. What's your guys' history or experience with it? Why don't we start with you, Mike?
This was brand new to me, aside from seeing TV guide clippings promoting it. First time I heard about the Christmas special was when you two covered it. I watched that for the first time last year, so I expected this to be equally as silly, and it doesn't get quite as bonkers as the Christmas one, but it has some moments.
Yeah, it sure does. What about you, Tim?
The only reason I heard about this is when we recorded about the Christmas one, you mentioned that this existed at the end. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, same. I missed this one completely as well. The only reason I knew about it is because I was searching for info on the Christmas one. And I'm here to tell you, there's not a whole lot on either one. So I think the most the most info you'll probably find is if you go to adventcalendar.house and look up your show notes. I think you have more than I do. So
I might.
Yeah. So I think that's like the most you'll ever hear about this.
There we go.
Yeah, this is crazy. So once again, Andy Williams takes children that are not his own onto a trip to Europe this time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the other one was Europe as well, but he leaves them alone. Like, they actually go their separate ways. And I'm just thinking, like, Liam Neeson's not available at this time to like rescue you. You know, you got to keep them together, man.
It was the 80s, man.
At least we were spared the getting the band together montage from the Christmas one, where they had to go to the sets of the different shows and he convinced them to go.
That was the best part.
I agree. I kind of agree. Like, I was into it because at least we got to see Felicia Rashad.
That's true. But they had to cut that out because they had to pack in so much Easter into this special.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's right. Like the one song that we get. Yeah, this whole thing, I think it was just another excuse for Andy Williams to like go to Europe, you know? Like,
hey, absolutely.
I want to take a trip. How do I
want to write it off
for it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Oh man. Yeah. So, I mean, I think we'd kind of just dive into it because none of us have any experience and there's not a whole lot of info. The only thing I can tell you is that it aired April 17th, 1987 on NBC. And the version that I watched with the commercials was from Houston. So, yeah, for those of you, just a little peek behind the curtain here, we are recording this on April 17th. And when I originally scheduled it for this year, I thought it had come out in 1986 because I'd placed it in the wrong category in my spreadsheet. So I was hoping it would be released on the 40th anniversary, but we're doing it on 39th. That's okay.
It's fine.
I'll take it.
But you can save this episode to listen to again next year on the 17th. And
That's right.
Like we did it ahead of time.
I usually re-release my my Easter episodes anyway, so I'll probably re-release it next year. It counts.
We'll be the only people celebrating this anniversary.
You don't think
No,
Joey Lawrence or Matt Lawrence think fondly about it? Like, oh, the 17th. I remember I was in Rome that day.
No, I don't think they have that date ready in their head. We're going to remind the Lawrence brothers that they went to Rome with Andy Williams.
You don't think Tina Yothers is going to do a special?
Man, I honestly, out of all of Tina Yothers, might do a special. Oh, man. Well, let's just dive right into this. So, it starts off with Andy already in Rome in front of St. Peter's. And he's telling us that he wanted to celebrate Easter there and absorb the culture and absorb all the wonderful antiquities and everything. And so he contacted some friends of his and they were on their way.
Buonasera. Welcome to Rome, the eternal city. I, being the eternal optimist, thought it would be a wonderful idea to come here to Rome and bring a message of peace during this Easter holiday, and to absorb some of the wonders of this remarkable city. So I contacted a few young friends of mine, and soon we were on our way to Italy with our valigia all packed, and before I had a chance to say andiamo, we were here.
Jerry, you didn't know this when you invited me on this episode, but I have actually spent an Easter in Rome.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. I did not know that.
Mine was more than a decade after this. I went in 1998.
So which celebrity took you?
A teacher from school.
Oh, yeah.
I was a senior in high school. I
school.
went to a Catholic high school, and there was a trip
Nice.
to Italy over spring break for students who were taking Italian or Latin. And there were a few additional spots that they offered to seniors. So I got to go.
That's
I was not
cool.
taking Italian or Latin.
Okay, I was just about to ask, which one
Nope.
did you take? Yeah.
No, I was in French, and I moved somewhere where they don't speak French, and I forgot most of it. So,
Yep.
But when this special opens and Andy's in St. Peter's Square, I immediately went, "Oh, I was there!" It was a lot more crowded because it was Easter Sunday Mass,
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
and also when I went, they were renovating the basilica, so the front of it was all covered in scaffolding, so it looks a lot better here 11 years earlier. But, but I did find a photo of me in St. Peter's Square in 1998.
Whoa, look at that 90s hair.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, that's the only photo I can find of the whole trip. The rest must be at my parents' house. I hope they're at my parents' house. But
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Between 97 and 98, I had an internship at Boeing North American in Los Angeles.
okay.
And I thought I had lost all the pictures. I remember I took like photos, like rolls and rolls of pictures. I thought I had lost them all. I found them in a box that my parents just brought up to me
Nice.
a year ago.
Yeah, I have them in an album. I just can't find the album. But for some reason, this one was loose. So
That's amazing. I wish I could have gotten my hair to do that. My hair's always just been kind of fro-ish, and that's about it. So
since this is an audio podcast, it was 1998. I had the DiCaprio and Titanic special.
I was gonna say JTT, but I think you're right. It's more DiCaprio. So
98, it was Titanic, and I milked that for all it was worth.
I love it. So Andy Williams calls these NBC kids over, and they immediately just hop on a plane and fly over with any other adult supervision. So their parents are super trusting. My mom, typical Hispanic mom, would not have let me gone unless she had all sorts of phone numbers and knew someone on the trip. I mean, there's like a whole thing.
And they fly an airline I have never heard of before. Maybe it's just consolidation and it's gone, but I can't even remember what it was. But I'm like, I've never seen that before in my life. Did they make that up for this?
I mean, probably not, but
Yeah, because it's shown so lovingly. They spend so long on the logo that I'm like, I'm sure this was, what do you call it? Product placement, so that they
had
paid
to
for
be.
the airfare by showing the airplane.
right.
But I'm like, I've never heard. It didn't work.
I didn't even notice.
Went the way of Eastern Airlines.
That's right. That's right. But because it's Andy Williams, he can't just tell us what's happening. He has to sing it to us.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he does all of this exposition dump basically just in song because it's typical Andy Williams.
Well, sure.
Once again we have gathered up the gang for a cultural expedition. My friends and I took to the sky for a flight from home, all the way to Rome, harboring a secret hope that we might meet the Pope. We arrived here in old St. Peter's Square, and we're really in fine condition. The skies are fair, spring is in the air, and the guidebook said, good times are ahead. And we're gonna do our best to be the perfect guest. Okay, kids, come on. Matt, Danny, Kim, everybody.
And so he's calling him over to meet. He really wants to meet the Pope, which is Pope St. John Paul II at this time.
Right.
That's his whole goal. But you're already in Italy. Why not just go meet the Pope yourself? Why do you need friends to go do? That was my thought. I don't know.
Pope makes time for the children. He was a man of the kids.
That's right. It's the only way he could have secured his audience with him.
Yeah. He wasn't an Andy Williams fan, but he really loved Facts of Life.
That's it.
Oh, I get to meet Tootie? Okay.
I noticed he didn't invite back any of the older kids who took a little longer to believe in Santa Claus. Like, don't tell me Lisa Bonet didn't want to go to Rome.
I was wondering that too. I was like, well, first of all, there weren't 12, right? Because it had to be like 12 true believers. Or something.
Yeah, there was that whole thing. And by the way, he only brought 11. I counted.
I think he was counting himself as a 12. But, unless they count Mindy Cohn, but she didn't even go.
She didn't go.
But I do kind of I wished there was a scene with her in the airport again. Like, man, I can never get on these things.
Looking around like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
Or on the set like Macaulay Culkin. Ah!
Yes.
That's right. She's like, I've been here all this time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, that would have been great. But so he sings like, hey, we're all here. And all of a sudden the kids show up because, that's what happens when you do a rough cut like that or a jump cut like that, excuse me. And they take a horse-drawn carriage ride. I didn't realize they had horse-drawn carriage rides in Rome.
Yeah, I don't remember taking one, but not surprised that they're there.
I mean, they got horses.
Yeah.
They'll attach them to something.
Yeah.
And get Mario to drive.
They sure did, yeah.
I was like, wait, is it just the reception? That Mario is driving this horse-drawn carriage.
He did look, yeah.
The same hat.
Definitely some Captain Lou Albano vibes for sure.
I hope no one has the red tortoise shell.
They were Mario Karting in.
Here we go!
Which I don't know if you noticed, I kept in that "Let's go," Mike, that you said to CJ on the in the Raddies.
Oh, I sure did.
Oh man. Anyway, so they're singing. They're talking about. I think the name of the song is "That's Rome," but I wasn't positive because again, there's like literally zero info on any of the music out there. You have to kind of piece it together if you know it.
Oh yeah, it was written for this. Let's go with "That's Wrong." That sounds right.
So
because they sure say it like 150 times.
Right.
They do. They're talking about 7 hills and 1,000,000 thrills. And I was like, wow, that's a cool catchphrase right there. Like, let's make that the town logo and go.
For real, yeah. There's.
And I'm being really specific because nothing at all happens in this special.
No.
So I'm trying to milk it for all it's worth. But I do like how they all have like those little cameras that everybody used to have, especially in the 90s.
The disposable cameras, yeah.
Yeah, they all had them, and they were just taking pictures of fountains and everything. And then Tootie like happens to have some flowers. Like she grabs some flowers and gives them to Andy, who then gives them to Mario. Not fire flowers. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how this happened. In my notes, all I have is on a roof with a bunch of question marks afterwards. So they end up on a roof singing their song about Rome. Good for them.
I do remember being on a roof at some point. I don't remember if it was the same roof because I feel like ours was like a rectory or something. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll have to find my photo album, but
it's that old saying, when in Rome, get on a roof.
that's right.
I've said that for years. But then we get the titles and everyone's introduced. So there's 5 NBC kids with them this time.
Yeah.
Kim Fields, it's Joey and Matt Lawrence, Danny Ponce, although they call him Ponce, but my Hispanicness makes me say Ponce.
Fine, yeah.
And then Tina Yothers from Family Ties.
Yeah.
Andy Williams and the NBC Kids Easter in Rome. Starring Andy Williams. And featuring Kim Fields from The Facts of Life. From Gimme a Break, Joey Lawrence. And his brother, Matt Lawrence. Danny Ponce from Valerie. And Tina Yothers from Family Ties. With a special appearance by Topo Gigio.
And my favorite here, we get a guest appearance by Topo Gigio.
We were in our chat. I texted you guys. I'm like, that was 6 words I was not expecting to hear. Special appearance by Topo Gijo. What?
For sure. If this was like a Final Jeopardy, what 6 words? I never would have guessed it.
Also, the way they introduced it's like, Kim Fields from The Facts of Life, and Tina Yothers from Family Guy, Matthew Lawrence from whatever show he was in, I can't remember.
It was a Give Me a Break.
Give Me a Break, yeah.
And his brother. I'm like, come on now.
he's the younger brother. You know how it is. Oh man! But then that cute little mouse. Yeah.
It's like because we wouldn't let Matthew outside, or we wouldn't let Joey outside unless he took his little brother.
That's right. Exactly.
That's right.
I don't think the third one was born yet.
I don't think so. Yeah. But then we get commercials for JCPenney's and Red Lobster, and the Red Lobster shrimp deal was super cheap.
99 cents for kids shrimp. My son would kill for that.
For sure. I was like, wow, if I had $500 and was transported back to the 80s, I'd be living it up.
That's a lot of shrimp.
That is, well, I was also thinking for toys and stuff, but I'll take.
I guess
that is a lot of shrimp. So after the commercial break, we're in the piazza and the kids are eating, and Andy's getting his portrait painted, or at least you're led to believe that he's getting his portrait painted, because when he asks the painter to see it, it's mostly just a portrait of the building across the street.
Yeah.
That was a good bit. I like that bit.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't even buy it. It's like, come on, Andy.
And then the guy has no idea who he is.
Yeah, he was just like, tell him, just if you're having trouble selling it, tell people that I'm in it. Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
My portrait, it is done?
Yes, sir. Ecco qua.
Very good, molto bello.
Grazie.
But where am I? I'm in Dove sono io.
Ah, ecco, here you are.
It's a very good likeness. Very
Grazie,
nice.
grazie. Do you want to buy it?
No, I don't think so. But if it'll help you sell the picture, tell the people it's me.
Scusi, ma chi sei? Who are you?
He's like, where am I? Oh, you're that one right there. And he points this little speck in front of this tiny little dot.
Now we see why he needed to bring the kids. He doesn't have the juice in Italy that he thought he did.
No.
Right. You should have just sung That's Amore, man. I mean, that's, instant Riz or whatever. So he decides he wants to go on a 12-mile walking tour through the ruins, and the kids are just not into it at all. And they're all comparing their guidebooks, saying that they want to go. Tina wants to go where the boys are. Tootie wants to look at fashions and shopping. The Lawrence brothers want food. I mean, they're all over the place, and they decide they're going to split up Scooby-Doo style. So, but they're going to get together at the church in 1 hour. And thus our adventures, I'm going to put adventures in quotes, begin.
Because famously, you can explore whatever Rome has to offer in an hour.
Oh, yeah.
You bang that out in an hour, you're back on the plane headed for home.
Yep.
Especially
if it's a 12-mile walking tour.
Yeah.
For real.
Andy must have been hustling.
Speed walking. It just reminds me of Raymond Holt when he's trying to speed walk and he's like,
I was power walking. Roll heel, ball toe, roll heel, ball toe.
There's a fountain. There's a fountain. There's a fountain.
Oh man, but then so they go their separate ways and they go to this club. It's like Tres Scalini or something like that.
Yep.
It's a dance club that gave me a lot of vibes from National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Oh my goodness, you're right. Yeah. I did not get to go to Trescalini. I feel like I would have remembered that.
Yeah. It I don't know how to describe it, except it was like neon. And that's about it.
Italo-disco.
Like it's that's right. Like disco with an Italian flair.
Yeah, it's real.
And Tina Yothers sings Move International, MOVE International, which again, I don't know how they allow this to happen in these countries, but again, they let these Americans just come in and sing their songs and do their dances and take over the place.
Sure.
Lovers get the message in a heartbeat, person to person, heart to heart, hand in hand.
Well, I thought she was singing Love. She was singing Move.
Oh, I thought it was M. Maybe it was L. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was
Okay.
Ella. When I Googled it, I Googled Love International, and
Okay,
like
well,
you
then it
said,
was-
came up with nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I thought it was MOVE because
Okay.
it was, a dance
She was
club and they were moving.
and shaking.
But I mean, I think the only person that really knows is Tina Yothers.
Yeah, we'll
So-
have to ask her.
And she's on the other line. Let's cut to
That's
Tina.
right. Tina Yothers,
Please
ladies
welcome.
and gentlemen.
This was right exactly around the time that she released an album, which sounded a lot like this song.
Oh, well, maybe it
and
was
Tina
Love
Yothers
International.
can sing. Like, I was surprised.
I was impressed with her singing for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. It's like, wow, why didn't they bring her on the first go?
I was noticing like the aesthetic of everybody there. I'm like, even in Italy, it was definitely the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I thought this was kind of a uniquely American look, but apparently not.
No, the 80s happened.
the 80s happened
They
everywhere.
happened to us. But then she gets some ice cream at the end because the whole draw of this club is, I guess it's like an ice cream club or something. You go dancing, you get some gelato. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why aren't there more of those?
I know, right?
There
I'd
should
totally
be.
go dancing for that.
Yeah. Why are we serving alcohol when we could be serving ice cream?
Right. It feels like one of those like youth center places in like a kid sitcom, like the Max.
It was the Roman Max.
Yeah.
It was a Maximilian.
Eel Max.
I love it. Jeff was working there. Instead of Jeff, it was Giuseppe. I don't know what the Roman equivalent of Kelly was, but whatever. So Andy's back at the piazza and Kim meets up with him. And she gives one of the worst lines that I might be saying later on, but where he's like, "Where is everybody?" And
They're around.
Around?
Yeah, around 10 minutes late.
Ah!
boom,
Boom, got him. Roasted, other kids.
But there was some playful banter here, I thought, where they say,
Remember, hope springs eternal in the eternal city. I saw that written on the wall at the Colosseum.
Carved in stone?
No, sprayed in paint.
and then there was they reversed it later on.
Only this morning I saw written on the wall at the Forum, coincidence is the mother of good fortune.
Sprayed in paint.
No, carved in stone.
Yeah, it was.
We are having forced fun.
For real.
I mean, there really wasn't anything going on, but we do get a children's choir, and they
Yeah.
sing "Pascua del Amor," which is an Easter song. And luckily, Kim Fields, who and if I start saying Tootie, I'm sorry, it's just habit. But she luckily happens to know a counter melody for it, and so she starts singing, and Andy Williams joins in. And then it's just a big Italian children's choir singing with Andy Williams, just like in the Christmas special, except not as well trained. So
Well,
that's,
And what's crazy? There's no one else around.
that's right.
Who are they singing
that's
for?
so weird. At the beginning of the thing, when it's just Andy alone in St. Peter's Square, you had people like walking around. They were actually looking at the camera like, is that Andy Williams? And then the pigeons that there are a lot of pigeons. Like, is someone just off
Matt
screen
Lawrence even
strategically throwing bread?
Breadcrumbs and seeds and whatnot.
But Kim Fields also had a couple of singles a few years before this. So this is actually her singing along in English. This isn't.
Oh, wow. I was going to make the joke John Woo was in charge of pigeons.
But it looks like the choir is essentially singing for Andy Williams and Kim.
Right.
And then they join. I'm like, who is this for? There's no one else here.
They're just practicing for Easter Mass, I guess.
Right.
It's the slowest day in the piazza ever.
For real.
Also, if it is like Easter, if it's Holy Week and Easter's coming up, then that thing would be packed.
It was packed. It was, yeah. The whole place is packed.
Oh, man. But we cut to another commercial, this time for Raisin Bran, and it's the classic, I can't believe the 2 scoops commercial. We get Tylenol, NutraSweet, and the one that I thought was the weirdest, Chris Elliott's Friday Night Videos.
I thought that was a bit. I was waiting for the punchline, and then it was just over.
Hi, I want to show you something. This is me with Run DMC. Here I am with the Smithereens. Oh yes, this is me with Lisa. Join us on Chris Elliott's Friday Night Videos.
No, it's like... So, kids, Friday Night Videos was NBC's attempt to be MTV for an hour every week.
You're right.
And here's Chris Elliott with this blow-dried blonde pompadour. Like being a straight man. This is the most hair I've ever seen on Chris Elliott.
Same. I didn't know he had hair.
No,
I thought it was like an SNL wig. I was like, what is the bit?
No, he's like, this is his VJ audition tape, because when I think of cool hip guy from 1987, I think Chris Elliott.
That's right. You know, Martha Quinn.
Yeah.
Kurt Loder. We get Chris Elliott. Yeah, it's great. Anyway, so we cut to Andy in a gift shop, and this is where Topo Gigio comes out. Andy's looking through a bunch of stuffies, like stuffed animals, and he happens upon kind of pokes it and prods it, and it's Topo Gigio, this little mouse guy.
Did you also... I didn't notice Topo Gigio at first. The first thing that my eyes were drawn to was one of those lots of legs caterpillars. Or in Italy, I looked it up, they were called tante gambe.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. No, I didn't. I missed that. But it could also be because I was watching it on my phone. So a lot of what...
Same.
Yeah. And I wish I could say I turned it sideways, but I had to take notes at the same time. So so it was even smaller. But anyway, so I didn't notice quite as many details.
I did. I had it sideways for the first run through, and then I watched it again, taking notes, but
I'm sorry.
At 2 times speed.
Oh,
Let me tell you, this special is way more ridiculous at 2 times speed.
Oh, I rode that 10-second skip button hard for all the singing, all the stuff. I was like, all right, I know it's just singing, nothing's happening. Skip.
I watched this at regular speed.
I did the first time.
Okay.
I will say, did you guys? I had no experience with Topo Gigio before this. Like, I had never encountered him in the wild, except the only reference I had was when Tim Allen says his name in the Santa Claus.
In the Santa Claus, yeah, for sure.
Name? Kris Kringle. Name? Santa Claus. Name? Père Noël. Babbo Natale. Père Nicole.
Topo Gigio.
Yeah, I feel like I had some kind of retroactive introduction to him, like, because Andy Williams says, like, oh, you used to be on the Ed Sullivan show. So I must have seen like old clips of Topo Gigio on Ed Sullivan, but way after the fact.
Same. I wouldn't have known. Yeah.
Even that though I hadn't seen, and so now the line in the Santa Claus makes even less sense. I'm like, wait.
Oh yeah,
this is who you were saying. You were saying, aliases of Santa Claus, and then you dropped in Topo Gigio, who I assumed must have been some sort of Christmas icon.
We all did.
He's apparently the most famous mouse on TV. I'm like,
about that.
I think you guys have a couple of Disney ratties that say different.
And Topo Gigio just says, oh, he's a famous too.
Even Stuart Little's got you beat, man.
Stuart Little's not a mouse.
Oh, he's not?
No, you remember the book? It was just, he was born to human parents.
Oh.
Book's weird.
So he's a mutant.
I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Andy Williams, after poking this little guy, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were a toy. And Topo Gigio was like,
and I thought you were a gentleman.
I was like, wow, our slapback.
I will say it's very impressive puppetry going on here.
It is, yeah.
I read about Topo Gigio after this. They have 3 puppeteers working him against a black backdrop. It looks really impressive.
Oh, man. Maybe I need to give a Jim Henson Award just to this guy.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure Jim Henson, got some inspiration from Topo Gigio. I'm sure he watched Ed Sullivan.
Yeah.
Before he was born.
Yeah. Well, so they're introducing themselves. He says, just call me Andy. Can you say that? And Topo Gigio says, that.
Yes, that.
No, I mean, can you?
Another little
Classic.
Fozzie. Well, I'm going to put this a step below Fozzie, but
That was one of my 2 laugh out loud moments in this special.
Yeah.
And technically, we've already passed the other one, but I'm sure I will revisit it in one of the features at the end.
I gotcha.
Another fun fact, speaking of Fozzie, we all know the Muppet fan site, toughpigs.com. I remember one year on April Fool's Day, they turned their homepage into a Topo Gigio fan site.
That's amazing. Next, they need to do Moominshans.
I'm sure they might have done that already now that I think about it, but
Oh man. Well, so they talk about their time on the Ed Sullivan Show and Esther Williams and then somehow Topo Gigio invites himself like back to America, says he needs a vacation.
yeah.
Hey, we all do, guy. We all do.
And then Andy Williams says, you got to be ready in an hour. I'm like, you're not leaving in an hour.
Right.
This special's barely half over. You're not leaving in an hour, man. He has plenty of time to pack.
Well, I mean, I guess it was. Well, I don't know. I have no thoughts for it. I'm sorry. I was trying to.
Oh,
come
you
up with
thinking
something.
maybe
I
he
got
was just
nothing.
saying that to try and get him to like, oh,
Let's
well,
go.
you're ready in an
Look,
hour.
if we're
Oh, you
gonna
can't
do
it?
this.
Oh, well. Trying to give him some impossible bar to clear so he couldn't come. He's like, oh, you also have to be able to jump this high. Oh, you can't do it. Then you
like Father Winter and Jack Frost. And,
Yeah.
and you need a horse and a wife and a house. Like what? Where did any of this come from? But he says, no, I can't. It's my bedtime. And he asks Andy to tuck him in.
Yeah.
Give him a kiss goodnight and sing to him. And he sings Lullaby. And then the NBC kids come in very loudly and almost wake him up.
As a parent, I can relate to telling the kids to be quiet, and they absolutely will not. They have to talk.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I think we've all been there.
If you want your kids to be loud, you say, be quiet, mommy's sleeping. If you want your kids to be quiet, you say, what? I can't quite hear you.
It's the old Mary Poppins lullaby, stay awake.
Oh, man. So they're at the fountain in one of the villas, and Joey Lawrence does a song and dance number there. It's like in the Aqueduct, section of Rome. And they do mention it was built in 1550. There's 255 waterfalls, 30 fountains. And Joey Lawrence just sings and tap dances and does all this stuff by one of those fountains. So good for him. But I was like, it was making me super nervous that he was going to fall in.
I wonder if he did.
He might have. I don't know.
I wonder how many takes that took. I just know he's walking out from behind one of the waterfalls to sing a song, and I immediately thought, there it is, the backside of water.
See, and I just wrote top hat now. all of a sudden, he had a top hat.
Sure.
The kids did change clothes an inordinate amount in this day.
I mean, I know it's like hot and humid there in Rome, but I don't think it's that bad. I don't know, Mike, you were there.
Not in April.
So the other kids start coming in at the end. They do a big counterpoint to it as well. And there's a big finish where they're all dancing in time together.
This is one of those songs with 2 parts where both of them go together. When sin out of my world becomes blended, unhappiness ended. The moment I have never been one for flipping my lid, but I gotta tell you that flipping I did. One step, one high step is one step, and taking this one step, I won't stop with 2.
And Andy Williams tells them of the legend of the coin.
Wait. Before that,
go for it.
He goes, where have you been? It's like, we've been dancing around this fountain for like 5 minutes. What do you mean, where have you been?
Waiting for you.
This
is how we kill time.
Where have we been? We've been right here.
Well, I guess it was around before the Game Boy time, so it's not like they could just sit back and play Game Boy.
Right, so you gotta dance.
It's what you did, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he tells them the story of like the legend of if you like turn your back towards the fountain and toss the coin like behind your back, then it means that someday you'll return to Rome. I don't know if Andy Williams ever did, but he does actually do that. And I don't know, maybe in spirit, maybe symbolically he returned to Rome. I don't know.
I did do that while I was there, and I have not been back since. So.
All right,
That
guys,
John
road
Denver's full of-
trip.
no.
Let's go. We'll travel by map.
I thought the Rocky Mountains would be a lot rockier. But then Andy, he's in all of a sudden he's like transported to this other fountain in white and like a cave almost looking thing. And
Yeah.
he's singing. I don't know the name of the song again. I just called it Eyes of Love, but I don't think that's what it's
Through
called.
the Eyes of Love. It's from the movie Ice Castles. You ever see Ice Castles?
I've never seen Ice Castles.
It's about a figure skater. Robbie Benson, the future voice of the Beast, is in it. It's some 70s movie. It's totally out of place in this Easter special.
You're right.
Okay.
As opposed to
Why
all
do
the
they
other
not
Easter
sing
songs we've been
Easter
hearing
Parade?
until now.
Like the only Easter song that we all really know is Easter Parade, right? Why don't they sing Easter Parade? I mean, I'm sure Irving Berlin at that point had passed, and I mean, I'm sure it was like super easy to scoop up the rights. I don't know. But yeah, so he sings Through the Eyes of Love and then throws a coin over his shoulder. Cut to our next set of commercials. McDonald's Monopoly, which I loved.
I think this was the first year they did that.
It could have been. I know it was around that time.
They had it was just a quick image on screen, but the McBLT, which I reference way more than a human being should.
And the hot stays hot.
Yeah, it was like whenever something
yeah,
is hot
right.
and cold and I'm like, keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold. Everybody, nothing.
Nobody gets it.
No
Yep.
matter
I
what
got
year they
you.
were born,
How do
they
you
have
forget-
no idea what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
The Jason Alexander singing commercial is
Yep.
burned into my brain.
Yeah,
You know
all
what?
the time I reference it.
McDonald's commercials were fire back in the day. Like they
Yeah?
had some great commercials.
Oh my goodness, yes.
But we also get commercials for Permasoft, Crave, Sweet Surrender, Our House, Pizza Inn, and K-Light 93.7. And
Pizza
Channel
Inn
2 News.
keeps advertising 100% natural mozzarella cheese. What else would you have? Supernatural mozzarella cheese? Undead mozzarella cheese? Come back
it's
to exact
Easter.
vengeance?
It's Easter, you know. It rose again.
And the K-Light, they advertised 9 to 5, no repeats during the workday. And I used to work for a radio station, and man, I would have loved that.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Imagine.
Yup.
We heard so much Creed, arms wide open. Like,
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm so
was like-
sorry.
it's
I'm
like,
so sorry.
is Creed not playing? Wait 20 seconds. Oh, there it is.
There, you'll get it. Don't worry. And then the Channel 2 News talked about tariffs, and I was like, oh, this is very timely.
yeah, for real.
Tariffs, the Pope, Tylenol. I'm like,
Yeah.
is the world just cyclical?
I mean, yeah.
Seems like it, yeah, for sure. So anyway, so now they're at Ristorante. This is one of the
Oh,
most
goodness.
action-packed parts of this whole special.
Yeah, it is. Let's insult the whole country.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
And we're definitely going to eat some authentic Italian food because the Mayo Patacca is a very authentic restaurant.
I hope so because I'm authentically hungry.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
That's right. And then they're wanting the food. They say, well, there's going to be music and then food, and then we get like the Italian version of like when you're at a Spanish or Mexican restaurant and the mariachi come out. It's the Italian version of that. There's a guy with an accordion. We have a guitar. There's a flute. I mean, they're coming out singing "Oi Mari," and they all join in, kind of.
Did you notice when the dancing girls in the extremely short puffy skirts came
Oh,
out?
yeah. I wrote
and
that
they
down,
cut
too.
back to the kids at the table clapping along. Danny Ponce is staring with his mouth agape.
Well, he was the age. He was like 12,
He was
13.
just like, oh yeah, no, he's feeling his feelings.
He's Rusty Griswold.
Yeah, yes.
So Andy sings When in Rome. And this is where I wrote down flashcards. So they have these flashcards with how to say different things in Italian. And it's bad.
It's so corny.
You find yourself in a ristorante, dying for something to eat. Would you like vitello? That's veal, and yellow, that's lamb, or carne?
Or carne?
That's meat.
I'll have that vitello. I'll have the agnello. I'll have that prosciutto.
That's ham.
When they finish the first song, Andy Williams says something like, okay, that's enough music. Now we're going to eat. And then they proceed to sing a 3-minute long song.
Right.
I was like, I thought you said the music was over, the eating was starting.
Let's go.
Because he didn't want to tip. He didn't want to keep tips up. we already know he's cheap. Remember, loves what he's getting for Christmas. So, so we know he's cheap.
They're going around the table and the kids are saying what they want. And I think, it was Joey Lawrence who says he wants a chili dog.
Chili dog, yeah.
And then he does this weird chili dog dance where he's like, oh, well, it's an audio podcast, but like he does this weird hip thrust for chili dog. I'm like, whoa, Joey, what are we doing?
Yeah, can't get a chili dog in America. This is like the third time they've mentioned chili dogs in this special. It's just like, I remember when we went to Italy, all the other kids were so excited that we passed a McDonald's, and I'm like, are you serious?
You're like, we're in Italy, guys. Like, come on.
One time I went to Hawaii, and I went straight from the plane to a Pizza Hut and had a Hawaiian-style pizza just because I knew it would irritate people.
That's amazing. Well, so those dancers in those ridiculously short skirts come out like that you mentioned. And then the NBC Kids, just like they did in Finland, they have to upstage them and they do their own little jiving number.
Yeah. This is how we do it in America.
Yeah. And Danny pops and locks. Not great, but he does it. I was like, all right, good for you. and then Andy joins in the dancing. And I thought, oh man, sit down, guy, please. Like, don't hurt yourself.
He's trying. He's not a complete square. He's trying.
I'm sure that's what my kids see when I start heading towards the dance floor. They're like, oh, Pops, stop it.
For sure. Nope. Just sit down.
I know this Michael Jackson song. Dad, sit down.
Who?
Then the waiters finally bring their food. Oh, yeah. My kids do know Michael Jackson, but they prefer Weird Al's versions of the songs.
Good.
So like Bad legit. Came on and they're like, can we hear Fat instead? Yeah, we can. But on our next commercial break, we get Sears, Chef Boyardee's, Hot Stuff, UPS, and Crispix.
They just spent all this time talking about Italian food and then throw a Chef Boyardee commercial like, or you could have this, because let's face it, you're not going to Rome.
You're not rich enough to go to Italy. You're not Andy Williams nor the NBC Kids.
The McDonald's commercial with the old guy isn't this break, is it?
No, it's okay. Later on. Yeah, it's the next one.
I have more notes about the commercials.
I have one toward the end.
Well, the commercials had plots. I mean, I said it before, and I don't mean to denigrate this because I actually did enjoy watching it, but nothing happens in it at all.
No, it's
a series
a variety show without variety. The Crispix commercial cut
That's the t-shirt
back.
Right there.
The Crispix commercial came in 2 parts.
It did.
That one pizza commercial rewound itself just to play itself again.
Yeah.
I did notice that. I was like, wait, was that the tape or was that the commercial? I think it was a commercial.
We paid for 30 seconds, but we only have 15 seconds worth of ad. I have an idea. Charlie, you're brilliant.
Give that man a raise. So then they go to the excavation of the Ostia Antica.
Yeah.
And they see a bunch of mosaics, statues, what could have been stables, the theater. I mean, it's like, this is like when you go to Rome, this is what you want to see, right, as a tourist. And then they talk about, Danny says he'd be more interested in the chariot races. And he mentions, there was only 4 horsepower. What would they think of the 400 horsepower?
He likes cars.
He does. He likes cars.
Yeah.
Spoiler
He's not
alert.
in this a lot.
He's really not. I feel like everybody, well, but I don't even remember him, honestly. Like,
He was on that show Valerie before it was the Hogan family.
oh, yeah.
He was like
okay.
Jason Bateman's younger brother or something.
Okay. I mostly remember Jason Bateman and Sandy
Yeah.
Duncan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't mention that. Or was that later?
They say at the very
They
beginning.
say it at the beginning. It's
Did
like
they?
from
Oh, wow.
Valerie. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
everybody
missed
got a
it.
credit except for the other Lawrence, the lesser Lawrence.
Yeah.
Okay. Valerie, wow. So anyway, so they're there and then they sing the song That's Rome again.
Yeah.
So reprise or reprise, however you want to pronounce it. And while they're singing, we get a montage of Andy getting them the gifts that they were ogling earlier. So he plays wingman for Tina Yothers. He he gets Tootie's the pink jacket that she wanted. I mean, he's like just getting them all their stuff. Danny has like that fancy sports car. I mean, was it a Lamborghini? I don't know what it was.
Had to have been.
I mean, that's I
It
don't
was a
even
nice
know.
looking car.
It was a nice looking car. It didn't look exactly like it because I know it's not exact.
Might have been a Ferrari. Now that I'm thinking
Oh,
about
it
it.
could have been.
No,
but
he mentions Lamborghini. I think.
But it reminded me, like I got vibes of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, like the car in there.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
Like that's cool. I'd take that.
Yeah. And then Kim, like, she picks an outfit that looks like Carmen Sandiego,
Except pink.
except pink. Yeah, pink Carmen Sandiego.
Just pink Carmen Sandiego.
She looks great in it, but
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. Big old shoulder pads.
Oh man, yeah, I love
Where
the shoulder
in
pads.
the world is Tootie from Facts of Life?
Oh, we found her hiding on Living Single.
Oh man. Then we're back at St. Peter's and Andy Williams sings Gounod's Ave Maria.
Don't send this to my mom. She will tear up.
The moment they've been waiting for. Oh, she likes that version?
She likes every version.
Oh, I gotcha.
I wrote in my notes 46 minutes in, and we get the Ave Maria in this Easter special.
Right.
I know. There's nothing. We don't even get a bunny. You know, like
Yeah.
I mean, they did sing that Easter song earlier, but like that, there's just such a huge gulch of like, are we here to celebrate Easter?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, at least throughout
they're
the
just
Christmas
there
when
at
we
Easter.
knew. Yeah, they're just there during Easter time, I guess. But they finally get their audience with the Pope.
To be in Rome at Easter time is in itself a remarkable experience. But to actually be granted an audience with His Holiness Pope John Paul II at the Vatican was truly more than we had imagined. It was a dream come true. Although he is the spiritual leader for millions of people throughout the world, we were greatly impressed by the loving care and attention he gave to each of us as individuals. We were inspired by his strength and by his gentleness. He greeted all the children warmly and even accepted a handmade friendship bracelet from Joey.
Holy Father, in the United States, the children give these to each other, and we make them as a sign of peace and happiness. And I made this one for you, and if you would, I'd like you to have it.
All right.
Say you wear it like this.
So
Tie it on your wrist.
Oh, yeah.
To be a part of this moving ceremony was something neither the children nor I shall ever forget.
He greets the children and he accepts a handmade friendship bracelet from Joey Lawrence. And he looks like, what are you giving me here? Oh, wonderful. I'm never going to wear this ever.
Where is the holy trash can?
I do have one question.
Okay.
Where is Kim? I don't see her meeting the Pope. I thought it was a bad camera angle at first, and she might have been between Matt and Andy. I don't think she's there.
Oh, wow.
What happened to Kim? Did she not want to meet the Pope?
I don't know. I mean,
listen,
maybe
I'm
she had-
Baptist. I'll sit this one out.
She's like, I'll go be at the airport with Mindy Cohn. Just oh man.
It's like I had Pope for lunch, so I'm gonna I'm gonna nope out. I'm gonna say nope to the Pope.
I'm still full. I can't.
I'm full of Pope. I couldn't. Not another Pope bite.
So then it's Easter Sunday. They're wearing their Easter best. Joey gets another Italian chili dog. Gotta love it.
They got their chili dogs.
Yeah. And then they sing Let There Be Peace on Earth, and everybody joins in.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to.
So, the choir that this song was first written for was started by two people. One of them had the first name Easter.
Huh.
Really?
Yep.
Their first name was Easter?
Yep.
Was their last name Bunny?
I mean, they might have pronounced it differently, but it's spelled Easter.
Was she a Bond girl?
Easter galore.
Easter Beakley.
Easter Beakley and
you know what? They might be a Muppet now that I think about it. And Arthur Granger of the Granger Dance Academy in Long Beach, California.
Oh, I thought you were going to say of the Winchester Grangers.
I was like, there's an Easter connection. I did it.
We got one.
But they don't even sing any of the classic Easter hymns like Jesus Christ is risen today or Alleluia,
Ave
sing to
Maria. I
Jesus.
more associate with Christmas or
I usually
weddings.
associate it with weddings or funerals.
Yeah, funerals. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah,
because I've sung it at both.
They sang it on a Friday.
No, that's true. Yeah, maybe that was Friday.
Interesting during Let There Be Peace on Earth to watch each kid sing their part of the song with Andy. You've got Tina and Danny both kind of looking off in the distance during their parts. You got Kim looks directly at Andy like she understands this part as a duet. And then you have Joey and Matt just trained right from the get-go to look right at the camera. Right into your soul. They're singing to us.
Playing to the back of the theater.
Yes.
Oh, I also found out this song has become one of the songs that Christmas has sort of glommed onto and made its own. So it's hilarious that in this Easter special, a pseudo Christmas song.
Okay.
Yeah, that was I planned that. Yeah, that's right.
Good job.
No, I had no idea. But when they're done, we get our final commercial break. Campbell's vegetable soup with the couple that's working out, and they're getting all their vegetables, so maybe they don't have to work out anymore.
I didn't know. Yeah, she's like, if you eat this soup, we don't have to do sit-ups. I'm like, is that a thing?
No,
I'll eat soup.
We get the McDonald's The New Kid commercial, which I did remember.
Oh, yeah.
This is the most well-staffed McDonald's in the history of McDonald's.
Yes, it is.
It's true, but also I feel like nowadays, you order everything on the kiosks, and so
yeah,
everything seems a lot more staffed compared to that.
True. They've cut things to the bone so if you don't know this commercial, they hire this old guy's his first day at McDonald's, and there's 4 people talking about him on camera, and meanwhile there's 3 or 4 other people in the background of the shot, and then he shows up. I'm like, how many people are how many people does it take to make this Egg McMuffin?
Oh wait, I heard this joke. It's no.
I happen to live near the world's largest McDonald's, which is in Orlando, Florida. I don't think they have that many people on staff.
And this is for the breakfast shift.
You're right.
Yeah, for real.
Can you imagine lunch and dinner? Oh my goodness.
And I feel like McDonald's breakfast was fairly new back then, so probably wasn't even as popular that it would be. I wouldn't want to say now because I guess the popularity is waning, but at its height, this couldn't have been it. So people are like, is McDonald's open this early? I don't know. Well, don't worry. There's 37 employees waiting for you.
For real.
Oh, man.
I can't find a parking spot. It's all employees.
They had to park at the Walmart across the street.
Which ironically has just one person working there, just frazzled.
Sure.
But we get promos for Rags to Riches, Bob Hope's Easter special, This Is Your Life, Easter, and then some baseball games. Like
this was my favorite commercial. They're teasing a couple of nationally televised baseball games, but instead of showing, shots of the baseball teams, they show like just scenes of people sitting down to watch the ball game in the living room. But make it super 80s family vibe. Like the father and son are tossing a ball back and forth in their living room in front of the television. That's a terrible idea.
They watched The Room. And, oh, hi, Mark.
Then you got a mom showing her daughter how to hold the ball when you're pitching. Again, living room in front of the TV, not the place for this activity.
No.
You have this couple on the couch. The girl's got a bowl of popcorn, and the guy does the move where he stretches like he's yawning, and he tries to put his arm around her, and then she looks at him like, what are you doing?
Yes! And then comes just as she's like, mm-mm.
I laughed so hard because that's how they end the commercial. Just we're like, whoa, what's happening here? Don't get to touch me. And it's all soft piano music and this calm voiceover. And American tradition continues. And then, whoa, hey, don't touch me.
The actor was like, I'm going to try something this take. Just go with it. Just go with it. She's like, no.
You gotta go.
But Andy takes us out, and that's the special. So... it does make me wonder, if you could be in this special, who would you be?
Oh, man. Topo Gigio.
That's what I was...
Sleep through most of it.
That's what I was going to say. It's good.
I mean, if I was the age I was when this special was aired, I would be one of the guys Tina Yothers is trying to hit on.
Let's see, 1987, I think...
So you were what, 9?
I think I'm right around Matthew Lawrence's age. I'm thinking about it. So I think like either I'm a few months older or he is.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just turned 10 a month ago.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it, and I think I'd want to be like the singer from that Italian band in the restaurant.
Nice.
He looks like he was having fun.
He's the happiest person in this special.
That's right. He's like, oh, I sing it. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. I was going to do something. I'm not going to. All right. What would you say, since none of us have any history with this, what would you say is your happiest moment in the special?
This was my first big laugh. When we're first actually talking with the kids. They're all sitting around the table after Mario has driven them all around.
Right.
And Andy's like, oh, I'm surprised you guys are all so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm like, what, did you expect us to be jet-lagged? Which leads to the question, did they go straight from the plane to the cathedral to Mario to here? But then Tina Yothers says, yeah, we're youth. We're young, alive, and ready for adventure. I was a youth at that time. We
Debbie
never
Gibson
described
that, right?
ourselves as such. We're youth.
Tina Yothers.
But it made me laugh so hard. And it was so
brilliant.
early in the special. I'm like, oh, this special's going to be great.
And then you saw the rest of it.
It was fine, but it didn't have that level of insanity.
I know.
Like, we're youth.
I know. It made me want to go watch the Christmas one again, honestly.
That one was bumpy.
Yeah.
That one was just out
went
there.
places. No, my favorite part of this was probably the commercials.
I think you're right.
But it was fun remembering my own Easter in Rome. It brought back memories that I haven't really revisited for a long time, so that was fun. Wish I could find my photo album, but I'm glad I found the one picture of me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked when the Pope came out and he got the bracelet.
Yeah, that's great. He's buried with it.
Oh, man. But now we come to my favorite part of the show, which is a little segment I call Gag Me with the Spoon, where we do our best impression of our least favorite part of this special here. As the guests, I'll let you go first. Just kind of set up the scene for us, and whoever wants to go first is fine.
Okay, so when Andy leads them to his gifts for them, he says, let's see if any of your wishes came true. And Joey Lawrence, in his little Philly accent, says... I gotta bring out my Philly accent. I sure hope so, Andy. With all those coins we threw in the fountain, we must have raised the water level about a foot. And that took me back. I'm just like, oh, I remember Joey Lawrence talks like that. He's got the same accent as me.
Oh. That's great. Tim?
So when Andy Williams is talking to Topo Gigio and he's trying to introduce himself, like he's trying to say who he is, and he says, I'm Andy Williams from America, and Topo Gigio's like, oh, that's a really long name. And then Andy says, just call me Andy. Can you say that? And you already said this, but Topo Gigio goes, yes, that. That.
exactly
it's the
like
third
that.
over the top dat that really.
Oh yeah, that sends it.
That made me laugh. Yeah. I actually went with the Matt Lawrence line when they're talking about all the statues. Like there's so many statues, and he says that's why all the pigeons come here. I was like, ooh, oh no. Yeah, all right. You're right. There was a lot of funny ones, and that's fine. But G.I. Joe taught us that knowing is half the battle. What do you guys think is the other half?
Chili dogs. Or I don't know, making sure your entire party is present and accounted for when you're meeting the Pope.
For sure.
I know it's not Easter.
That's right.
So the other half is vaguely Italian songs.
Sure.
Ice cream discos.
Yeah.
No, I think if no one's half the battle, the other half is just having a plot to your special. Would have solved a lot of problems. Guys, this has been a lot of fun.
Yes, it
Tell me about your shows. Anything else you got coming up? Let's start with you, Tim.
The Can't Wait for Christmas podcast is available at can'twaitforchristmaspod.com. And these two guys are going to be on my November Muppet-vember episode, so plenty of time to mark your calendar. We're going to be talking about A Christmas Toy, the Jim Henson special. They've both done episodes on it, so if you want to hear both of them talk about it again on a slightly worse show, you're in luck this November.
No, mine is definitely the worst out of all of them. Mike?
Advent Calendar House is at adventcalendar.house, and from there you can find everywhere I currently wish to be found.
Right on. Getting ready for your new season coming up.
Eventually, yeah. Got a lot of work to do on it, but we'll get there.
I understand. I haven't recorded anything. This is the first recording in a long time because I was just worried about these ratties. So now that it's done, I can start recording.
We had to exorcise the demons. This house is clear now.
That's right. Well, it was great seeing you guys again. Great talking with you. I'm going to find something else, Muppets or Sesame Street or something fun for us to cover because it's always a blast when we do. Or Disney, I don't know. But in the meantime, thanks again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And I'm going to end it with, it's called the Eternal City. And the spirit that has been generated over the centuries continues to check us out on our social media pages, which you can find at linktree.com/totallyradchristmas. And if you're feeling like Joey eating chili dogs in Rome, leave us a review on iTunes. It helps us reach more people and spread some rad holiday cheer. Now, don't forget to check out our merch shop on tpublic.com and our super dope website, totallyradchristmas.com. May we wish you the joys of the Easter season and the happiness that comes with spring. Later, dudes. Whoa.
Good night, everybody.
Tomorrow night, don't miss the comedy and adventure of a Saturday night on NBC, starting with Facts of Life. And see the new family comedy for the 80s that shows you how to cope, Sweet Surrender, premiering after Facts of Life. Then on The Golden Girls, Dorothy's old college roommate comes for a visit, and she falls in love with Rose, followed by Me and Mrs. C.